I really love playing pixel art games in multiplayer, especially the game's genre is a MMORPG pixel art. Then everything will become amazing while we play it within massive players and hunt the monster together and compete with each other. This kind of game which pixel art MMORPG has self-interested in. Some players want to strengthen up their hero, or a few of them just enjoy the game's graphic which is in pixel art game. Please help this video get 200 likes. Thanks. Top 10 Best Pixel Art MMORPG Games for Android iOS in 2024. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Born Again. Born Again. This is the best new MMORPG pixel art game with a great combat mechanism. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy how the combat looks like. It's pretty good, which not too stiff at all, so the player can move the hero while attacking. Which this game is the only pixel MMORPG that can do this action. The game's graphics are really good with a lot of interesting features we can do, like a trade, and also world chatting is available to do. Actually, the position of the city is different from the outsides of the world, so we need to get into the portal to move into the wild area where we can hunt the monster. The monster level will spawn randomly. Even the higher level will easily meet around us, so it's pretty important to see the monster level before we attack them because they all are quite strong. The gameplay of Born Again is we can unleash some abilities which are regular skill, throw a grenade and jump for dodging. Every action is able to do by dragging and aiming into the target. Born Again pixel MMORPG has launched in many servers like in Asia, Europe, America, which those servers will determine how good the ping connection is. This is the best new MMORPG pixel art games for Android iOS 2024. World of Solaria. World of Solaria. This is the most played MMORPG pixel art game for Android iOS. Look at how many active players are still playing this game, even though we cannot count the numbers because it's way too massive. There is some reason why the player keeps playing this MMO pixel game. Even on the Play Store it reached 4.9 star score. It's totally a perfect score for MMORPG pixel game. Let me tell you how the World of Solaria becomes so popular. This game lets the player change the job whenever we want. Even in the battle, we can switch into 4 different jobs with a different weapon like warrior, hunter, magician, and wizard. The skill will be adjustable. Even the game has a tapping mechanism, but it makes the player easily control the hero to lock into the enemy while in combat. I love the features of keeping the player from obtaining more EXP while offline by doing training. It's pretty helpful though. We can trade the items and also inspect the other player's equipment, get your best mount to ride on, and explore the world quicker. World of Solaria is the best pixel art MMORPG games for Android iOS 2024. Wonderland M. Wonderland M. When I played this game, I was surprised seeing the other players reach level 91. It's pretty crazy how possible he reached that high level, but after I played it, I fell in love to play these best new pixel art MMORPG games because the combat mechanism is pretty unique even if has a MMORPG genres. Yes, we can meet the other players in a real-time multiplayer, see the enemy will walking around us and come closer to them to fight, but the combat mechanism is a turn-based game actually, so every player will have one partner as allies and each of the heroes are able to launch the skill when they have enough SP or skill points. We can lock a different target and unleash the skill or do a basic attack as well. I love how the skill visual seems pretty fast and great looking as well. There's a ton of character selections which are male and female, and we can do a little customization of our hero to start with. Place your attributes points to build up your hero as you like. The World of Wonderland M pixel MMORPG is really cool. We will start on a beautiful island with a great color of sea. In 2024, there were so many active players playing Wonderland M as the best MMORPG game pixel art for Android iOS 2024. Ley M. Ley M. This game is really good MMORPG pixel art. Unfortunately, the developer really pushed the server number becomes too much. It makes the player uncomfortable to see the active players become lower. I hope by making this video, the developer start to merge the server to create a great community back and make the game feel way more alive then. Ley Stone M is a side-scrolling game with a pixel art style. We'll have 4 different job selections with a male and female characters. They are Demon Slayer, Engineer, Wizard, and Explorer. By picking those classes, we will have 3 different equipments of weapons like sword, bow, and crossbow. Every weapon will have 4 active skills with different areas of effect and damage number. It will be pretty easy to navigate the hero because we only need to move forward and backward while in combat. The jump and dash action button is available to tap to avoid the obstacle and incoming attack. Ley Stone M is the best MMORPG pixel art game for mobile 2024. Hardwood Online. Everything that I would describe about this game is phenomenal. Seriously, this is the most played MMORPG pixel art games mobile and PC 2024 right now. I would admit if the developer successfully create a no pay-to-win MMORPG in pixel art style, the game will easily attract every player to grind some material to craft a stronger weapon and armor. Anyway, we also can obtain new equipment by the enemies drop items or to trade some items between another players. This MMO has a pretty live market. Every player even open a stall in one spot with the meeting point, so it will make us much easier to get the material we need of. The combat mechanism of Hardwood Online is very smooth. I'm pretty sure you will have a lot of joy controlling the hero. You can drag the skill to a specific target and recover the hold points by using the skill. Always ride your mount to go around the area and you will get it freely through the monster drop items. This is the best cross-platform MMORPG pixel art games for Android, iOS, and PC 2024. Warsphere Online. Surely all players who love to play pixel art MMO will know this game's title, which became the most downloaded MMO in pixel art style. Over 5 million players. I miss this game so much when tons of players are playing it. I think this is the right example of how the developer should keep updating the gameplay and knowing what the new market wants. The small example is the newbies should get a little tutorials, and also the tab button should have another options like a joypad. But honestly, this is one of the best PvP pixel art games in a massive players will join in one map. The faction concept will give us a lot of characters option to select. When we just started the game, we should get as many missions as possible to do at once. The skill is available to pick since we started the game as well. I acknowledge Warsphere Online is one of the best pixel art MMORPGs in the history. Kili Online. This pixel art game should have more players to play. Actually, I see the game's potential by the control is super smooth and very easy to aim the enemies by tapping the basic attack button, then the character will automatically lock the target within closer range. By starting the game, we will directly get a free horse to ride on. Unfortunately, the game is getting quiet. Even the developer have expanded the server into Asia, America, and Europe. Kili Online has a different job selections, which are Warrior, Mage, Hunter, Berserker, and Alchemist. If you were a player of this game, please write a comment how possible the player is not even logged in into this game anymore. Please write in the comments absolutely the best pixel art open world games for Android, iOS 2024. Ley Stone Story. This is a must-play game pixel art. I feel like this game has a great character design and how detailed the graphics are on every object around. The main point is the game combat mechanism is quite unique. It has an active turn-based game, so the hero will attack the enemy automatically, but the skill will need some cooldown time to unleash. We can drag the skill and also unleash the main skill, but we need to recharge the energy until it is full. Ley Stone Story is a new pixel art MMORPG where we can meet another player while in the village and do an activities like planting, recruiting new allies, and also clearing some tasks. I realized how far the other players' level is. Some of them has reached level 300++, which these pixel games should be really interesting to play. By recruiting new allies, we are able to manage the team and replace any hero with a stronger power and higher tier grade. Ley Stone Story is the best MMORPG pixel art games for mobile 2024. Curse of Aros. Curse of Aros. I think this game has become a Hardwood light version. Because every feature looks pretty similar, this best pixel art MMORPG lets the player do a survival gameplay like getting the stone or cutting down the tree to obtain a wood. Those items are craftable. But what makes Curse of Aros become the most played pixel art MMORPG is because of the PvP features, which not many pixel games provide these features. So we are not only competing the equipment looks, but also we can measure how strong our characters is through player versus player. There are tons of varieties of armor and weapons we can get through trade items between the players. This system making Curse of Aros become so alive in the chat world and also while in the village. Everyone trades their items for some reasons, and actually we can get those items easily through the monster. The drop rate is pretty high. That makes me love to grind many times. This is the best open world pixel art MMORPG games for Android iOS 2024. Beat Heroes Quest. Beat Heroes Quest. This is one of the legendary MMORPG pixel art games that still exists until now. The game has released for more than 5 years and it still has such unactive players. Some of them has reached level 500+. It's pretty insane how loyal they are with Beat Heroes Quest game. The gameplay will easily help the player to play on auto while in the dungeons to clear the stages. Even if we can speed up the combat multiple times, which is 5 times faster, we are able to manage the hero to replace the team's lineup. If you would like to play manually, it will become awesome. So you can pick one skill from 3 selections. Some of the skill will deal way bigger damage but need more energy to unleash. While we are in the city, we can explore around and interact with the NPC and use some features like blacksmith to strengthen your teams. This is the best MMORPG games pixel art for Android iOS 2024. Trickster M. Trickster M. This game will become so amazing to play. I will become the first player to play, and no matter what is the reason. We have been waiting for it for more than 3 years. Hopefully the developer released the new update of the English version. Trickster M right now is playable to play in a specific region, which is in Korean. So the player out of this region will not get the access to play. The game is really good in graphic. Seriously, the best pixel art games MMORPG, and I'm pretty sure it will become the most played pixel art MMORPG for mobile and PC when it's released on global. Trickster M has 8 job selections, which are mage, warrior, assassin, gunslinger, and many more. I love how we can open the stall while in the plaza and let the other players go through us for shopping. Hi, thank you very much for watching this video. Please help this channel grow by tapping the like button to reach 200 likes. Thanks!